Hello and welcome to the Young Startup Talent Final in a Dragon's Den style. This initiative has been running for the past 3 years over in the Gatwick Diamond, and I'm thrilled that the project has now expanded to offer young entrepreneurs in Brighton and Hove, and now also here in West Kent, the same opportunity to be part of such a wonderful project. I've been very impressed with the work that Young Startup Talent does to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs.
Bob Heapy, Chief Executive of Town and Country Housing Association. Jonathan Denny, Managing Partner, Cripps Harries Hall LLP. Paul Rowe, Partner at Reeves & Co. Lorraine Nugent, Managing Director, Media Wordwaves and Founding Partner of Young Startup Talent. Matt Turner, Managing Director, Creative Pod Limited, and also founding partner of Young Startup Talent. Richard Kahn, Managing Director, Northcliffe Media Group. Stephanie Smith, Regional Business Manager for Barclays Business.
If we want to compete in the global race, we're going to need ambitious, enterprising, and crucially, business-aware young Britons. That's what Young Startup Talent fosters, and I salute them for it. We have 4 budding young entrepreneurs ready to pitch their business ideas for a chance to win the prize fund of business products and services worth over £50,000. Let's see how they get on.
Pierre.
Hello, my name is Pierre Delon, and I've come this evening to talk to you about my company called Double Take. Double Take Discos is one of 2 of the services my company offers. Double Take is the core foundation of my company. In operation now, within my disco company, I have a well-structured pricing system based on an hourly fee. It is popular and proved to be popular, and I'm looking forward to building upon this. What I'm going to introduce is different levels of discos, with obviously more emphasis on the hourly pricing charge system. This gives customers the choice to pick a disco best suited to them, because obviously each customer has a different need. You aren't going to offer the same disco for somebody who wants a wedding, somebody who wants a 10-year-old's birthday party. The levels I'm going to introduce consist of a gold, a silver and a bronze level, each aimed at a specific target for the customer. Bronze discos are the most basic discos, but nonetheless high quality. They're simple and they are most affordable. Silver level discos are more aimed at people who want sort of a theme to their event. So we could offer 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s, all sorts of discos, and that's silver. Gold is the most high-end, obviously, and is aimed at weddings and other large events such as proms and corporate events, perhaps.
It's an assertive start by 16-year-old Pierre.
Each of the different level fits a different customer's need, and a different price is obviously attached with this. Bronze discos will cost £50 first hour and £30 every hour after, £70 for the silver and £40 every hour after that, and gold will be £100 first hour and £50 every hour after that. But I knew I could develop this pricing and system further to earn my company more money. So what I'm also going to introduce are different levels of bolt-ons. There's going to be a high-end bolt-on and a low-end bolt-on. My bolt-ons are quite interesting and new. Disco companies out there do not offer these. The 2 exciting ones I want to talk to you about today are Request 10 and Photograph My Party. Request 10 is a brilliant service for my customers who are likely to request more abstract music, and therefore it is less likely to appear in my music library. The Request 10 service means that the song is requested, the music will be bought on the spot, either via Amazon or iTunes. This service will cost about £20, obviously making my company a profit of £5. That may not sound like a lot, but at the end of the day, everything adds up to, make a larger sum, because obviously we've got the original level of the disco, so that's just sort of another extra add-on. Another really interesting service is Photograph My Party. My Photograph My Party is a service for customers who want photos taken at their event at a fraction of the cost. These photos will be taken by students who wish to be a part of this service. The students will gain valuable experience and earn some funds. This service will cost £80, £60 will go to Double Take, £20 to the students. These photos will then be uploaded to the website the following day. The customer who's obviously paid for this will get all the JPEG images plus a complimentary photo. These photos are printed off HP Snapfish. I know they're a high quality photo service. They are able to produce these photos pretty quickly, so I can get them sent to myself and then forwarded to the customer. So these photos will tend to cost the customer about £12 for a pack of 10 6x9s. Also, I'm looking to, obviously, with Double Take offers two services. We have Double Take Discos, which I'm to talk to you about, and Double Take Party Planning. Party Planning is another service I wish to add to my company. It obviously involves me arranging the whole event. So this is also talking to other customers, and this is sort of like the higher-end bolt-ons, but it makes me sort of completely do the whole event, talking to the pit services, getting the best deal for the customer, and arranging the whole date so they don't have to worry about it. An entire party organised for the customer, including venue, food, music, photographer, and any other service the customer may require. My company would use other companies to provide the services and offer a price for the entire event, then go on to fully organising the event with the customer down to the very last detail. Double Take would recognise every customer is different and every pricing they have is different, so we'll customly tailor their event to the customer in question. In addition to the party planning service and changing of Double Take Discos to include the new pricing structure as well as the bolt-on extras, I know I can make Double Take grow. Thank you.
Pierre has clearly thought about the service that he is offering.
You've focused a lot in your marketing on new customer acquisition. That's always the most expensive way of going about it. Have you thought about how you might attract repeat visitors?
Obviously, with repeating customers, you'd obviously want to offer like a financial benefit, so they get a lower cost if they were to repeat a booking, especially like discos. We could obviously have an hour free, or one of our bolt-ons, our lower end bolt-ons for free, perhaps not the photography, or maybe the Request 10. I fortunately forgot to mention that obviously a smoke machine and a bulb machine would also be lower end bolt-ons that I'd be offering, because they are additional service and they have their own costs attached to them.
Pierre, well done. This is a much more considered document than
Thank
the
you.
semi-final, so well done on that.
Thank you.
It's also somewhat more ambitious. So perhaps you could just give us an idea where you've got the assumptions.
So it's quite ambitious, as you've pointed out. Obviously, I'm predicting what I was predicting, 2,000, and then I've gone up to 41,000.
So yeah, where have you got that increase from?
So I've jumped because consider if I was win. This is based on the fact that I would win the competition. Obviously, the money and the marketing and sort of stuff would definitely boost the amount of sales. It would look like a more structured brand. My company would look more impressive, and more customers would come to me, and I'd be advertising the correct places to find the right customers.
It's a positive response by the young entrepreneur.
What about staff? Because you mentioned with the photography about hiring students to help them with work experience and stuff, but you mentioned a figure of £20.
Yes.
Were you thinking of one student or a number of students per?
Well, obviously, when the company's reached a stage where it's sort of doing lots of bookings, we'd be looking at getting more photography students. Perhaps at the beginning, we'd only be looking to hiring about 5 students to offer on a rotating basis for the.
I'm just worried that £20. You've only allocated £20 per one for each photography, each disco or whatever. If that's one student,
yes,
that's fine. But if you've got 5, they're not going to get very much, are they? So I can't see them doing it for £5 or.
I should have explained that it's only one of these students will come along with me to the discos per disco, obviously, so it will only be £20 and it won't infringe on the amount of money they're making per disco event.
Could you give us a bit of an idea of your experience of?
Well, I've done a couple
of planning events.
Oh, planning an event. Obviously, I haven't planned any events yet, but I have got great experience with talking to other companies. I've got companies who are interested in my company, supplying them to the customers. I have got a good idea, and if I needed it to be, I'd do the research to understand how to provide these events, because obviously I do not want to provide these customers a terrible service that they're not going to enjoy, and it's going to infringe badly on my company.
So let's say you're spot on, and you make £41,000 profit.
Yes.
After you've taken your £18,000 salary. So if you achieve those numbers,
yes,
will you still go on to college?
Well, what I want to do is I really want this. I'm so passionate about this company that, to be honest, I really want to grow the company further, because I know there's great potential. Obviously, that number there will grow within time, because I'll be able to offer more services and perhaps hire out to more people to do the events for me, obviously with a high quality service that I'd expect from myself to be doing these events. So over the next 12 months, you'll see that figure appear, and over the next 12 months, you'll see a larger figure appear as the company grows, which it will.
But you didn't answer the question.
So obviously, I would be considering to continue running the company and not going to college.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
well
Pierre.
done.
Thank you very much.
Pierre bounces back from some tough questions by the judges. Abu.
Hello, good evening. My name is Mohammed Abu Said. My business is SMT Trading UK Limited. My company hires out linen and sells hot towels to restaurants, hotels, banquet halls and catering companies. I also provide a laundry service offered with a weekly address pickup and delivery service. My interest in this market came whilst working in a restaurant. I had noticed the amount of hot towels being used on a daily basis, and I was intrigued how much profit I could make from this. So I soon got in contact with a supplier in China who made me my very own branded hot towels. I had bought 180 boxes and made a small profit of £800. My profit margin from this product amazed me, hence why I saw a huge potential in this market. Thus my interest expanded onto other linen-based products. Since trading in January, my company has gained 10 customers. At the moment, these are all restaurants varying in sizes. The smallest restaurant makes me a profit of £220 per month. The average restaurant makes me £314 per month, and my largest customer makes me £450 per month. On page 4, you'll find my cost and pricing for the linen that I hire. The average restaurant will require me to buy £2,400 worth of stock, and I expect to recover the cost for each restaurant within 4 months. The average lifespan of the linen is almost 2 years, so after the first 4 months, the revenue is mainly profit. Below the first table is my cost and pricing for the hot towels. In May, I sold 60 boxes at retail price to my current existing customers. Next month, I expect a shipment of 500 boxes, and I aim to be sold out every month. I've already found 4 rather large companies who each expect to use around 100 boxes per month. They will buy my goods at a wholesale price. I expect a profit of £1,600 per month from just these 4 customers. The main benefit from this side of my business is that I buy this all on 1 month's credit, so no cash injection is needed, and I'm basically making money for free. The reason for my success is due to the level of service I provide, fulfilling each customer's need individually. I have no doubt that my expectations for this year will be met, especially with the prize fund you are offering. The prize fund will be highly beneficial for me because my company has the potential to expand. I'm also looking forward to the mentoring and business courses that you have to offer. As I love to learn, I am new to running a business, so this will help me run a successful business in no time. These are my products.
It's a clear, confident opening for the established budding businessman.
Mine's cold.
That's why I don't have a heater with me. And these are the napkins, which is my main selling. This one's cotton, and that one's 100% spun polyester.
Abu, you mentioned just that the majority of your profit comes from the hot towels rather than from the linen and the service. Yet in the business plan, you talk about buying or purchasing machines to do your own laundry. And so it seems like a really high cost for something that's not profitable and is just part of the service you provide.
Well, no, at the moment, because we use someone else, the cost is quite high. Buying machines that we need altogether costs around £28,000. And if you see on the cash flow forecast, half of my monthly revenue goes just towards laundry.
Yeah. Okay.
And the box contains?
1,000 pieces.
1,000 of these?
Yeah.
There's 100,000 covers.
Yeah, they're not restaurants. They're mainly catering companies and banquet halls. That's why they use.
So they're like distributors who then sell your towels in.
Yeah, and they also use it for themselves as well, because catering companies, they might use our hot towels. That's why they use such a large amount. With restaurants, they use an average of 30 boxes a month.
So why aren't the distributors buying directly from China?
Well, because they don't use that much, because it's for their personal use. I buy it because I use it to sell to a lot of different businesses. They buy it just for themselves.
So you can always ensure you buy cheaper.
Yeah.
Looking at your strategic plan and your vision for the business, you say very clearly here you need to have a warehouse to hold stock, and looking at your projections on sales, you're going to have quite a stock holding.
Yeah.
Where are you on that strategic plan on getting the warehouse in provision and things like that?
I've looked at a few warehouses around Tunbridge Wells and Crowborough area, because it's mainly in the Kent and East Sussex area, so that's the best place to commute to. I found warehouses around £18,000, so and I expect to buy it by the end of the year. At the moment, it's just at my house. We have a few spare rooms, and I keep it in there.
Abu has some seriously impressive growth plans for his business.
Who's your biggest competitor?
Biggest competitor in our area is up near Faversham. I think it's Faversham Laundry. I've checked. I went to a restaurant that uses their stock. The prices are quite cheap, around the same price as ours. But the fact is that their napkins and stock that they use isn't of a high quality. I mean, the stock I gave you right there, that's 100% cotton, 100% spun polyester, while they have a mixture, so it's obviously it's cheaper for them. But if you want to keep a level of service and quality in your restaurant, you'd go for a much better material at a reasonable price.
Abu, what drives you? What makes you tick?
The fact that I've gone through a lot of years where people expect me to fail, so I have something to prove as I'm growing up. I've always had people who judge me on what I'm doing or how I am, so I have a lot to prove to other people, and that's what drives me on.
Okay, I think that's it, guys. Yeah? Okay, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a positive pitch by the passionate young entrepreneur. Anna.
Hello, can I just put this in front of you?
Okay, should we pass it along to them?
Yes. Hello, I am Anna Wells, and my business is designyourown.dress.co.uk. Now, don't you just hate it when you're shopping and you can never find what you're looking for? You've got an event coming up and you've got a dress in mind, but it's not on the high street anywhere. Fear not, with my business, it is an online business where you go online and you choose what style out of the 15 dress designs, and you'll have the chance to choose what colour you want, and the material, and any additional features such as sequins, rhinestones, and gems.
It's a theatrical start by young Anna.
The customer will then type in their bust, waist and hip measurements. The tailors will custom make their dress exactly how they want it and in the perfect size for them. The end result will be a perfect dress for a special occasion such as prom, wedding, Christmas party or just a treat. My main suppliers of my fabrics is a website called White Lodge Fabric. And they will provide me materials like satin, metallic sequin, organza, Catonic taffeta, crepe black satin, and velvet, ranging from £2.99 per metre to £5.25 per metre. The tailor's charge will be £10 per hour, and I've done research with a tailor, and the best industrial sewing machine to buy is the brand Juki, and they charge £495. So, for example, let's say my personal dream dress would be style 8 with metallic sequin material. And so the total cost of the dress for me would be £180 that I'd pay for that. Or for another person, they would, if they wanted dress number 1 with satin material, 5 gems and 3 sequin patterns, the total cost for them would be £175. The most expensive dress would be £300. I would also do a partnership with West Kent College, and I have spoken to Julie about getting students from Kent College to do apprenticeships with my business, and they're very interested in that. And I'd also employ 3 fully trained tailors when my business first starts out to meet my aim of 3 customers per day, so selling 3 dresses per day. My target market would be girls between the ages of 15 to 18, because they would be looking for prom dresses and other you know, they have lots of parties that they go for, and also they would like that the website is very interactive. And at this age, parents are still kind of paying for their things. So for maybe like a birthday or something like that, they could have that. My total profit for the first year, I'm predicting £149,458.20. So thank you very much. And do you have any questions?
Anna has a very good understanding of her business and market.
Is all of this stuff being tweaked and tailored in the UK?
Yes, in the UK, within Kent.
Cool. Okay.
Whose designs are they?
Oh, they're mine.
Right. Okay. And talk me through the arithmetic of this, will you? You've got that the main cost appears to be a labour cost in terms of the making of the dress, which you say is £10 an hour by 12 to 15 hours. Is that right?
I think the dress that takes the longest is 20 hours, and I have got these figures from, well, these hours from a tailor who I went to go and speak to, and she told me how long each of the dresses would take, and that's how much it takes. And obviously, if they are finished before that time and to a good enough quality, then they'd still get paid that amount. So they've still got that incentive to make a really good dress and still get paid money for it.
Yeah, but what would you be, charging that dress to the customer at?
300.
Of which 200's gone to the tailor.
Yeah.
And then there's the cost of the material, and I'm unclear how much material you need.
Well, it's less than 300, isn't it? Because the two examples that you give, I was going to go into that. You talk about a profit of 59 on a cost of 180. That actually gives a gross profit percentage of 25%. And the other example is actually just less than 20%. But at that level, your gross profit is really quite small.
I obviously, because it is so bespoke, the profit from each dress does vary. But I am confident that there will be enough profit within how much people order.
She bounces back after a grilling on her numbers.
Anna, can we just investigate the uniqueness of this offering? Again, last night I checked the internet, and on the first page of Google, when I was investigating prom dresses, there were 5 or 6 that included in bold custom made, and 2 or 3 of them had .co.uk on the end of it. So I'm guessing they were British. I didn't go into them, but